I was in the middle of cleaning up the yard and then I realized that I just want to harvest the sweet potatoes. I thought about waiting a little bit longer until the vines died back completely, but here in the low desert, it doesn't get that cold until about January, and I want to have sweet potatoes for the holidays. We didn't get any for Thanksgiving, so maybe for Christmas, because I know I still need to cure them. And also, I can't wait any longer. I want to harvest them. The vines are getting really crazy, out of control, and they started dying back, but then out of nowhere, they started sprouting again with crazy new growth. So I just want to see what kind of harvest we get. So this is what I'm gonna do. Okay, I have 2 containers of sweet potato. I'm only gonna harvest one, that way I can start to see the size, and if I feel like they're not big enough, then I'll leave the last container for a few more weeks and then I'll harvest them. But at least I get to satisfy that craving of harvesting sweet potatoes. But let me go get a tarp because I want to empty out the whole thing. Here's my tarp. And this is the container. The vines were already making their way all throughout this area, so I already pruned them back somewhat, and I'm ready to see what we have. Ow, ow, ow. Something got in my shoe. It's this container over here. The first thing I'm gonna do is chop the vines back. And one of the reasons that I was also holding off on harvesting them is because I've been eating the greens like spinach, putting them in different soups and stir fries, and literally just adding them to every single dish to get some more nutritious greens in. And so that's one of the reasons too that I was trying to hold off on harvesting. But oh my gosh, these vines are massive. They may not look like it right now, but I already chopped back so much. Uh-oh. Sorry, plants. Okay. Okay, next I'm gonna pull up the drip irrigation. Okay, and now I can dump it out. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, whoa, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I think we're gonna get some really good ones. So the way sweet potatoes work is the roots start to turn into tubers. And oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, it kind of looks like intestines. Whoa. Okay. Oh my, holy, you guys. Oh my God. This thing was literally starting to look at, why does this look like some sort of organ? Ew. Oh my God, you guys. Okay, there's one. Here's another one. Oh my God. Look at this one. Holy. Oh my gosh. These are massive. Is there? Oh shoot, I accidentally broke this one. What is this? Wow. Oh, here's another one. Oh, here's the main plant, I believe. Look at this. Wow. See, but they were starting to split. So maybe I should harvest them. There's still some little ones forming. Oops. But the majority of them looks like they were definitely starting to split. Oh, here's another one. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's the plant. Is there any more? No? Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. So would this whole thing have turned into a sweet potato? Oh my goodness. If I chop these up, do you think I could just get them to reroot? Probably, huh? And get them to grow into sweet potatoes too? Let me see. Let me just put these on here. Oh my gosh, these things are huge. And this came from this container. All of these came from this tiny container. I mean, it's not tiny, but it's not massive either. Look at this. I mean, that is just crazy. These really do kind of freak me out a little bit. They definitely look kind of like organs or something. But that's the harvest from this one. And now I definitely want to harvest the other container, because if they're getting so big to the point where they're splitting, I think it's time for them to come out, no? Wow. So first, let me put these vines in here. The vines have started trailing all the way over there. I'm just gonna cut them right here. Okay. Next, oh, there was some other little plants starting to grow in there. Okay, let's see here. Let's take out the irrigation again. I still haven't figured out how to cure them. I didn't even think about looking it up because I was planning on holding off a little bit longer. But I'm gonna have to look it up ASAP. Okay, irrigation is out. Now it's time to dump these guys in here. Oh wow, they're coming out of the drainage holes. Oh no, they're gonna try and spread. Okay, anyways, let's see what these look like. Okay, are you ready for this one? Because I'm not. I am, but I'm not. Oh. Maybe this was the seed one? This one feels all mushy. Ew. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. Ew. Okay, okay, okay. Tag. Oh, I think a lot of this was also some of the clippings and things I filled the bottom with. Ooh, that's a good size one. See, this is the size that I wanted to harvest them at because I feel like this is perfect. It's not too mature and it's not too small either. Okay, another one. Ooh, baby one. Okay, not so bad. Oh, okay. Here we go. This one's pretty. This one's pretty big. Okay. I don't like the color of it too much though, but not bad. Another one. These look meh. These look all right. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Oh. What is that? Oh, here's another one. This one looks pretty good. Not too bad at all. Is that it for this container? Yeah, I think it is. Wow, so this was the main plant. Look at that. Wow. This one didn't have as many as the other container, nor were they as crazy looking. So maybe this one could have held off for a little bit longer, but either way, I'm happy with the harvest because I got some really huge ones regardless. Oh my gosh. Right? That's it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Not too bad for my first time growing sweet potatoes. Not too bad at all. I think this one's the biggest one. Yeah. I'm proud of this one. It's a little ugly looking, but I'm still proud that I was able to grow something this massive. All right, so this is my sweet potato harvest. These I might just try and replant because they're really weird looking. I don't think we're gonna wind up eating them. But the rest of these, I can go ahead and start the curing process once I figure out what that is. And these would have turned into sweet potato, right? Right? Or why do they look like that? Because they look just like the sweet potatoes, just like really long skinny versions of them. But wow. Let me lay them all out so that you guys can see the final harvest. That's not bad. That's definitely not bad. One thing that I definitely wanted to do next year is start some purple sweet potato slips way ahead of time, because that's one variety that I tried planting. Well, not that I tried planting. That's one variety that I wanted to grow really bad, but I wasn't able to get them to root. I don't really know why. But hopefully next year I'm able to harvest some of those as well. And in the meantime, I'm just happy for the harvest that I did get, because I was definitely not expecting any of them to look like this. Wow. All right. That was exhilarating. I think it's time for me to go inside now. I'm cleaning up the garden still, and I decided to toss back into the containers the really skinny long sweet potatoes and then all of the soil, including all these roots, because I know that might mean that the sweet potatoes will just keep coming back, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with dedicating those 2 containers to them. So I added in some of the leaf matter back in there, but there's just way too much that I can't add all of it. And next I'm gonna start adding in the soil. I'm also starting slips inside, but just in case, these might have like an earlier start, and who knows, maybe I can do another 1 or 2 containers of sweet potato for next year. What is this? Oh, piece of wood. No worries. We're going back in there. And I'm still gonna top the containers off with compost or manure, whichever I can find. But I know that they'll have a lot of organic matter that can break down over the winter time. And on top, I can still plant things like lettuce and radishes or other winter annuals so that I can still make use of the space. And there we have it. Oh, the irrigation's coming back on. So let me water these guys. Let me add the dirt back on. I don't have the compost with me right now because it's in the back of the truck and my husband took the truck. He's out running some errands. So that's cool though. No problem. Oh gosh, this was such a freaking fantastic harvest. And there we have it. Oh, I'm so happy and exhilarated. This is my sweet potato harvest and it's wet because my cats peed on it. Okay. Every single potato. Oh, and it reeks too. That was all of last year's harvest.